This is J9LP, and last time on Lunar Knights, we had Jimmy rescue the guild members from the clutches of the vampires. Unfortunately, his way was blocked by a guardian, which we had to defeat. Just Jimmy and his perennial Toasty, and they did so together. They shot him in the back a few times, in the front, and they completely turned out and lynched him with a trance attack. So, the Guardian was defeated, everyone was free to run off away from the vampires up 13th Street, and Bear came to the rescue to aid Ernest and Kay in their mission. And with that, Chapter 2 ends, and as we get this compulsory save screen every time a chapter ends, and we just have to save our game. Again, you can save it in any of the 3 slots, or 4 slots rather, I can't count. And then begin the next chapter, which will be headed with Sword and Gun. Sure you can all guess what's happening in this one. So we find ourselves in Old Culiacan, 14th Street. Yeah, I'll get it right. In the middle of the town in Old Culiacan, in a pub again, with the guild members and having a chat. Oh man, you should have seen Jimmy back there, Simmy. Calling new names now. He just waltzed in there and tore those monsters limb from limb. It was amazing. You should have seen it for yourself.
Hold on.
Wasn't he just facing off against one monster? And besides, how can you tear someone from limb with a gun anyway? Well, you weren't there, mate, so, you know, you'd actually kind of tear him limb from limb, not necessarily with a gun, but you weren't there, so, I guess. The bosses still haven't showed up yet, you know. That's a more serious problem. Or had you forgotten about them? Oh, come on, they're alright, I'm sure of it. After all, Bear went over to lend him an extra hand. She did? Well, that changes things. That means the 3 best gunslings from the guild are all fighting as one. I doubt even the pair of vampires could give them that much trouble. And who else do we find? Oh my gosh, well, you have to guess, couldn't you? Vampires. So they've finally shown their faces. And Beer's here too. We just can't stop running into that girl, can we? Reading her again. I really don't like dealing with her. She's a pain. But and Jimmy, the 10-year-old in a pub. Wow. And well, I'm moving to Old Culiacan tomorrow. Well, not really, I'm not 10 years old, but geez, if it was way back then when I was a kid, then damn, I'll enjoy that. Anyways, look, there's no reason Ernest and Kay should have been taking this long. You don't think those vampires got them, do you? Settle down. For now, all we can do is believe in them and wait. But I can't wait anymore. I'm going to see what to deal with. The impatience of youth. Jimmy, wait! That was a door opening, by the way. I always thought that someone fell over or something. That happened. Beer! Where's Ernest and Kay? I found this near a sewer entrance. Those are Ernest's! The vampires! They must have gotten them! It's a trap. They're using them as bait to try and lure us into the sewers away from safety, where the lights of the sun can't reach. I don't care if it's a trap, we gotta help them! We're going into the sewers. Let's go, Beer! No! Sorry. We can't just abandon all our comrades, not to mention everyone else in the city. Don't you understand what those two are fighting for in the first place? But we can't just... I know. There's got to be something we can do. Is that... Hey, hold it! Don't run away from me! Huh? That's... Run away? What makes you think I'm running away from you? The moment we made eye contact, you stood up from your seat, didn't you? I was going to the bathroom, God. I mean, I got your information on the vampires. That's all I needed from you. I'm not gonna stick around here while you try to pass off one of your chores on me. But you helped us earlier. That was just taking out the trash, that's all. That's all I do, take out the trash. Well, if that's what you gotta say to me, then fine. But at least let me thank you. Everyone is safe and sound, and so thanks to you. We appreciate that. I appreciate you. Like I care. Don't ever use that line again, damn it. Sorry, wrong game, sorry. Jay, I know you just call it a chore, but I'm still going to ask. Please, could you help us rescue our comrade? They've been captured by vampires? You like vampires, don't you? Look, don't make me say this again. I fight alone, for myself. Period. Full stop. Big dot in the end of word to punctuate. Yeah, whatever. Why should I let you care about your friends? I'll go with you then. You can take me on the You can take on the vampires. Probably not take me, but I'll rescue this thing. I'm trouble reading the novel. Sorry, folks. Right. Everything will work out just fine. Okay? Okay? Like hell. I'm not here to babysit some brat. Right. So anyway, sorry. This bit always tripping makes me laugh. It's like I'm completely ignoring you, mate. You know. You go on ahead, Jimmy. Really? You sure it's okay? Did you not just hear did you not hear me just now? Of course it's okay. I'm not about to babysit for you either, you know. Oh, gee, thanks. You people, God. Just make sure you come back alive, alright? Remember, it's okay to run away if you get in trouble. There's no point in looking cool if you're dead. Sage advice there, folks. Damn it. Was it dang it? I don't forget memories. This may not be as bad as it looks. He seems like a fairly gifted gunslinger in spite of his appearance. And that solo gun of his is bound to come in handy as long as we're fighting vampires. Oh, come on, not you too. Well, whatever. As long as I'm free to do as I choose. Thanks, Jay! I promise I won't let you down! Here, Jimmy, take this with you. Oh, we get a new weapon already. Fantastic. By the way, there's an interesting kind of progression in the sort of the different weapons you get. But I'll talk about that later. You will be able to use this gun by now. It's a spare though, so don't expect it to have all the original's capabilities. If it's not strong enough for you, you'll have to power up yourself. Alright? Yeah. Thanks! I'll take good care of it, I promise! I'll get some comrades together to help me build. Bring those two back safely, alright?
May the sun be with you.
Yay! May the sun be with you too, honey one. Sorry. Anyways, so... this is the place we got to go to next. It's the Old Culiacan sewers. First, let's do let me just check something. So, we'll still find out what Nerf ulcers, what steel, and I think I'm going to install that, and I think I'm going to have to give this a little bit of emptying. Actually, I'll just check that. Jimmy. Oh, by the way, if you noticed something, I've got nice little two icons on the lower part of the screen there. One of them represents Jimmy, and if you touch it, nothing happens because I'm still in the menu. Sorry. Anyway, if you touch it, it will switch to Jäy or Lucian, and you can essentially up his stats as well. Which I'll do right now by giving him a sweetie since you don't need that much more. Anyways. So I'm actually checking how much money you've got in the bank. Oh, not a lot. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a more off-screen grinding. So I'll see you in a little bit. Wait, what? You wanted to see some gameplay? Who do you think I am? Oh, alright, here you go then, jeez. We're out in the field hunting for cash in the hunting mansion forecourt. That's pretty much the only reason I'm doing this. But I'm also doing it to show you a little something. If you take a look at the map and where we are, this is the start of the place, and we've gone in, so you recognise most of these areas. And this is the part that you can guess, a couple of the rooms, as it were, just before the boss. And the room in front of me contains something that will come in very handy when it comes to leveling up. So if you walk in here, we find that we can't go in there. I showed you before, they have these blue blocks by the way. So this is a little bit of a kind of a sequence break, because what these blocks represent are elemental kind of obstacles, which you'll be coming across a lot in this game. And the way to actually get rid of them, as we have the capability now, is that you own an elemental terrestrial of the opposite element. So these are blue and kind of frosty, so we will tackle them with fire. Clear out the way. It's the only other way you can actually clear them. So first. Rooms like this usually contain very handy items, which range for accessories, to strengthen our abilities, to things like this. If you're looking at items, you'll see this is actually a little parchment of some sort, and it's known as the Aureus Epic, and it raises your status points by 10, which essentially means that if you use it, you will have 10 extra status points added to your status screen. Now, this only affects your chosen avatar, as it were. In this case, it's Lucian, so you can essentially spread them out between between your abilities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put emphasis on vitality and skill, because Lucian, or Jäy, is purely a kind of, his strength is essentially offense, whereas Aaron's or Jimmy's strength is kind of long range attacks. But because Jimmy, well, I've already shown you, you're able to switch between characters, just select. Anyway, with Jimmy, cannot use any of these, by the way. My funky witch weapon, this the witch does. You can use it to hone in on the nearest character, or you can just simply lock on. It's the same thing. By the way, no point in tackling him with the slime, because they don't do too much damage, and because his alignment is the sun or white, any weapon he attacks is useless towards that. Ouch. And not only that, this weapon uses a lot, whoops, of energy, so that gives you a clue as to what you need to do with his stats. In fact, I'm probably going to do that now. I've got enough of them gathering up all through all that level, so up his vitality a bit, and skill is spirit. And perhaps that is still a bit. But basically, I'm going to put more emphasis on those two. Skill comes third, rather. So, now I've shown you that, I'm going to carry on doing a little bit of grinding, and when we go back to the next video, we'll be doing a bit of shopping and then entering the next dungeon. That really, that is powerful as it is. Come on, Skelligons, come at me! You're useless to me now because you will stay cooking level a long way above you. Anyways, I'm going to carry on this way to the Haunted Mansion interior and get some more moolah from there. Nom nom. So I will see you in the next video when we enter the sewers.